Yep, lease payments, so my payments, we already calculated, equals 175. And what else do we have? We have 6% APR, right?
Yes.
We're in business.
That's slide 48.
Slide 48.
So how are we going to calculate the present value of lease payments?
So 150 payment, 175,000. Plus,
Plus or minus?
plus the one, plus the, interest rate.
You mean divided by, right?
Yeah. One plus, then you divide by interest rate. So it's 175,000 times.
Well, what's my purchase? 12.5, right?
Yes.
Now what about my present value? What's my present value going to be? Did they give us a residual? So we're going to calculate that.
There's no.
Hmm?
Well, we have to find out what the present value is.
Is it? Because if it's not given,
Assume there's no residual?
yeah.
You can do that. Then how do we calculate that?
We have to find the present value.
That's my, well, what is, we have no residual. So you're saying my present value of lease payments is 12.5?
Now, the lease payments is 175,000.
Don't we have to use those tables or something?
But is that the present value of lease payments or is that just the lease payments?
That's the lease.
Uh-huh.
We need to find the present value.
Yeah.
If I know the lease payments, then what can I do?
This one.
That's my payment.
Mhm.
What's my rate?
6%.
How many years are we doing it for them?
10.
10, so 100 and, oh, 7-year lease, right? So it would be 12 times 7,
7 years remaining.
84. So what would my rate be? 0.0 what? 6? Okay. What about my N? 84. What else? Future value. What do we say for future value? Is there a future value?
Zero.
No,
zero.
Uh-huh. And then don't forget my type will be what?
0.
It'll be at the beginning.
0 or 1?
One is at the beginning.
When are these payments usually made?
Beginning of the month.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1.
Mm-hmm. Be 1 with using 84. If you were doing a normal calculation in the form as that they use, you'd use 83, but in this case, it's 84. So let me plug that into Excel.
Type 1, it is paid at the beginning of the
Right now.
month.
Right now. As soon as we sign that lease deal, we owe them a month. So, we have, this time we're looking for what?
What is the present value? Present value.
Yep, for PV. And we're going to compare that against what? fair market value, right? So present value. Not bad. Present value we'll take. And we'll do that here. Rate is 0.06 divided by 12, right? Monthly payments. How many years? How many? 84 months. What's my payment? Usually we make payment negative because it's coming out of my pocket. Future value 0.
Payment is 175.
Now let's see. Is it negative or not? I'm getting 525. Are you guys getting 525? I'm taking my payments. That can't be right, can it? I'm supposed to come up with what? 12.04 million?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, negative. Negative number.
Mhm.
7.
Because I'm doing how many lease payments? Oh, I get it. That's probably right. I got it now. Yep. 12 million 3.
Yeah.
12,039,1874. Is that greater than or less than the fair market value?
90%.
What is the fair market value?
So let's take the 12.04, we'll round it up, okay? Divided by the 12, what is it, 250 or 5 minutes, sorry? 5,000? What do we get? $90. 96%? Uh-oh. Guess what? Capital lease, right? So when we're looking for fair market value of the lease, we use the present value function. So we need an interest rate. We need a time period. We need what the payment is. And we also, don't forget in the type column, we're going to put 1. Payment now. And we're going to use our future value as 0. Okay? So that should come out 96%. Take the 12,039 and whatever it is, change, divided by the 12.5. That gives me 96%. Guess what? Greater than that, what do we do? Capital time.
Capital use?
Mm-hmm. Do we want to do a capital lease? No. Who made us do it? 3 letters. IRS. More dangerous than the FASB, aren't they? Why? IRS is what you do. True tax lease, our tax lease, tax treatment. That's not my job. Lease property in bankruptcy. What happens to lease property in a bankruptcy? Where does it go? So I leased a bunch of stuff and I'm bankrupt. Who gets it? Does he get it right away? He has to wait to go through the bankruptcy process. So it's not like he gets an express interest in it where he can take it right away. He has to wait for the bankruptcy judge to declare that he has it, effective ownership. Okay? In a capital lease, guess who would have it? The leasee, right? In an operating lease, who has it? The lessor. So the leasee could use some of those leases if they have a capital lease to do what? Pay other creditors in bankruptcy. Because who has ownership of it? The leasee, right? Cash flows, for taxes. What about taxes? What does a lease do pertaining to taxes?
Like which lease? The capital or operating?
Let's say operating first. Does an operating lease have any effect on taxes?
The lease expense. The lease expense lowers your taxable income.
So operating a lease, I would take it from where? EBIT, right?
Mhm.
And then what would happen? It would be a minus, right? Whatever my lease expense is, right?
Well, it's not about this, is it? It's part of operating.
My operating expenses? There you go. Yeah. Not interest, is it?
Mhm.
Capital lease.
You would have the depreciation expense.
So I'd have a depreciation up here, right? Above EBIT, right?
Yes. And then interest expense.
And then below EBIT, right? I'd have an interest expense. It depends on what I do to get, right?
Yeah, unless you like cash.
So let's assume that my lease expense is, okay, and I have a capital lease. So my, not lease expense, my depreciation expense is 10,000. And my tax rate is 30%. What would be my tax savings from that capital lease?
Ten times one minus 30.
Say it again?
10,000 times 1 minus 0.30.
So what do they call that? They call that the tax
Shit.
shield? $7,000 depreciation tax shield. That's for depreciation, right? Now, what we didn't know is whatever my interest expense is there also going to be another line item too? Let's say depreciation. We'll say that my interest expense is 50. So that would be what? 50 times what? 1 minus. 30% is for 50 and 35,000. And that's the interest. Should these be considered when I'm doing an analysis of buying versus leasing? Well, if I'm getting up and putting them on the board, what do you think? They're a benefit to you, right? If I have a capital lease, how is that different than buying it?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I mean, like, I'm not the owner of it.
Which you are, you're.
It's on your balance sheet,
I'm
right?
just renting it.
Yeah, but it's on your balance sheet, though.
Oh, but which operating?
Operating is the other, operating is the one where you don't own it.
Yeah, that's all.
So if I do operating lease, guess what I don't get? I don't get to depreciate.
No, you can't.
Also, anything that I borrowed, if I borrowed to take that lease out, guess what? I wouldn't take that either. The borrowing is harder to figure out. The depreciation tax shield is the easiest thing to figure out. Because the borrowing, I don't know, in your interest expense line, I don't know where that's coming from. It could come from 20 different loans, right? 20 different sources. Which one pertains exactly to that lease, I don't know. That depreciation, that's easy. Because I can look at the specific machine or whatever it is, and I can say, okay, here's my depreciation, times 1 minus my tax rate. So we should look at the depreciation tax shield. Interest tax shield, too hard to classify. The net depreciation tax shield is going to what? Increase my cash flow? It's going to also save me tax money, isn't it? With an operating lease, you don't get any of that stuff.